Do you really know the people in your life, or just the stories they tell? You see the smile, hear the words, feel the warmth in their voice. But what you're reacting to isn't them. It's the persona they've perfected, the image they've rehearsed. Carl Jung warned that the most dangerous forces in your life won't arrive cloaked in malice. They'll arrive cloaked in familiarity, not as villains, but as mirrors, echoes of your own unconscious, reflected back at you in the form of people you think you've chosen. You were taught to fear conflict, to avoid toxicity, to stay away from obvious harm. But what Jung knew, what few dare to accept, is that the real threat is almost never obvious. The real danger is unconscious. It's the well-meaning friend who projects their fears onto your decisions. It's the partner whose wounds leak into your every silence. It's the parent who raised you with love, but also with unresolved shame, passed down like a family heirloom. The worst manipulation doesn't come from cruelty. It comes from people who don't even know they're manipulating you. And this is why it's so hard to leave, to cut ties, to even speak the truth aloud. Because how do you walk away from someone who meant well? How do you defend yourself against a weapon they don't know they're holding? You feel guilty for even noticing. But Jung didn't blame them. He didn't preach avoidance. He preached awareness. Because when you recognize that influence can exist without intention, something clicks. You stop asking who's bad, and you start asking who is still asleep. They don't scream, they imply. A sigh at the wrong moment, a shift in tone, a question laced with quiet accusation. It's never direct. It doesn't have to be. Because the unconscious manipulator doesn't need to dominate you with force. They only need to make you doubt yourself. You begin to tiptoe around their feelings, reword your truths, soften your boundaries, and you call it kindness. You call it compromise. But what you're really doing is reshaping your identity to hold space for their unspoken pain. You think you're helping. You think you're being the bigger person. But slowly, invisibly, you're absorbing someone else's unresolved chaos. You become their emotional filter, their internal janitor, cleaning up messes they don't even know they're making. And because they aren't doing it on purpose, you feel like the villain for noticing. The unconscious manipulator always comes with a plea, not a demand. I didn't mean it like that. You're reading too much into it. And suddenly, you're the one apologizing for your intuition. Projection is not an insult. It's a psychic survival tactic. The ego deflects what it cannot accept, and in doing so, it hijacks others to carry the load. You become the container for someone else's wounds, and if you're not awake, you'll confuse that burden for love. You'll start to believe that helping them heal is your purpose, but healing that comes at the cost of your clarity is not healing. It's entanglement, and the longer you stay entangled, the more you forget where their pain ends and you begin. Not every mask is made of deception. Some are made of desperation. You've met them before. The one who is always composed, always selfless, always fine. Their presence is polished, agreeable, ideal. But something in you tightens when they speak. Something beneath their perfection feels off. You leave the interaction more tired than you entered it, not because they did anything wrong, but because their entire self is a performance, a mask crafted so meticulously, even they've forgotten it's not their face. Carl Jung called this the persona, the version of ourselves we create to survive in society. It starts as a tool, then it becomes a costume, and eventually a cage. The more someone identifies with the role they play, helper, leader, victim, saint, the more their real self withers. They cannot tolerate being seen outside that role, so they double down on the image. The smile becomes fixed, the tone rehearsed, and the truth buried so deep, even they can't find it anymore. You feel hollow around them but can't explain why. It's not that they lie, it's that they've vanished. The energy you sense is absence disguised as presence. Their words ring true, but their being does not. And without realizing it, you start matching their mask. You laugh politely. You nod at nothing. You become complicit in the performance. Not out of dishonesty, but out of survival. Because when a person abandons their truth for long enough, it creates a gravity, and it pulls everyone around them into the same silence. They seem so composed, so graceful, so unshakably kind. They speak in soft tones, never raise their voice, and always do what's expected. But you sense something else, something restrained. It's in the tension behind their eyes, in the way their smile doesn't quite reach their spirit. Jung warned that the brighter the persona, the darker the shadow, and the ones most obsessed with being good often carry the most violent storms beneath the surface. This person isn't lying. They truly believe they are calm, rational, virtuous. But that's because they've buried anything that doesn't match the image. Anger, envy, resentment, these aren't allowed to exist in their story, so they exile them, push them down, deny them completely, until one day, without warning, the shadow erupts. A cutting comment, a moment of rage, a cruelty that seems to come from nowhere. But it didn't come from nowhere. It came from years of forced silence. Jung said, "What you reject in yourself doesn't disappear. It waits, and when it returns, it does not whisper. It demands, it sabotages, it possesses. The danger isn't in having a shadow, it's in pretending you don't. Because what you refuse to face in yourself will eventually control you. And in those moments, you're no longer speaking to the person. You're speaking to the part of them they never dared to meet. The part they swore didn't exist. But it does. It always does. They never raise their voice. They don't need to. Their silence is heavy enough to make you second-guess yourself. Their words are precise, almost holy, drenched in duty, in what's right, in what a good person should do. They don't demand obedience. They make you feel like disobedience is betrayal, not of them, but of some higher moral order. Jung called it the tyranny of the superego, the voice that sounds like virtue, but feels like suffocation. These people don't control with force. They control with guilt. You'll hear it in the careful phrasing, "I just thought you'd be more considerate," or, "I guess I expected better from you." It's not punishment, they'll say. It's disappointment. But disappointment from someone who claims the moral high ground is a blade that cuts far deeper. You start adjusting your behavior, not because you're wrong, but because you're afraid of looking wrong in their light. They don't need a sword. They have scripture, sometimes literal, often emotional. A rule book written by their wounds, preached through passive disappointment and holy silence. And you find yourself shrinking, not because you've sinned, but because their presence leaves no room for your complexity. Your needs feel selfish. Your voice feels offensive, and without realizing it, you've confused their judgment for justice, their control for care, and their righteousness for love. But it's not love, it's leverage, hidden behind light, wielded like a leash. They shift like weather. One day, you're everything to them, the safe place, the miracle, the answer. The next, you're suspicious, cold, or somehow not enough. But when you ask what changed, they can't explain, because they don't know. Jung called it the possession of a complex, when an old wound hijacks the present and speaks through you without your awareness. These people don't mean to turn on you, but they're not responding to you. They're responding to someone else, someone who hurt them long before you arrived. You'll feel it in the whiplash. One conversation goes wrong, and suddenly they withdraw. You're left wondering, what did I say? What did I miss? But you didn't miss anything. You just walked into their unhealed narrative. A word you said, a tone, even your silence. Something triggered the complex. And now, you're no longer you. You're their mother who criticized, their father who abandoned, the friend who betrayed. You're cast in a role you never auditioned for, and punished for a scene you didn't write. Jung taught that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate. But when you're in a relationship with the complexed, you become the evidence of a wound they refuse to see. And as long as they remain unaware, you will always be too much or not enough. You'll tiptoe, explain, overextend, trying to soothe a ghost that was never yours to carry. Because the battlefield isn't really between you and them. It's between their past and their denial. You just happen to step into the crossfire. They rarely ask for much, not at first. Just a little of your time, your attention, your presence. They tell you you're the only one who understands, the only one who listens. You feel special, needed, chosen. But slowly, without warning, their presence becomes a weight. Their voice fills your mind long after they've gone. Their moods set the weather in your body. And what they call connection is actually consumption. Carl Jung might call them unintegrated souls, those who never learned to hold their own psychic weight and instead survive by merging with others. These people are not evil. They are empty. Their identity leaks. Their energy is fractured. So they find people like you, empathetic, perceptive, steady, and they cling. At first, you mistake it for intimacy, but the longer you stay, the more you feel like you're disappearing. Your joy dulls, your clarity dims, and what was once a connection becomes a quiet erosion. You're not just holding space, you're holding them up, entirely. The psychic vampire doesn't want to change. They want to orbit you, absorb your light, so they don't have to generate their own. They will praise your insight while feeding on your certainty. They will mirror your values while draining your direction. And when you finally pull away, they won't rage. They'll wilt. They'll become small, tragic, confused, just enough to make you feel like the villain for choosing air over suffocation. But you're not cruel. You're just waking up. You were never their savior. You were just their supply. It's easy to believe the threat is always out there, wearing someone else's face, speaking in someone else's voice. But Jung didn't let us off that easily. He warned that the shadow we fear in others is the same one we deny in ourselves. You've been the one who drained someone. You've been the one who clung too tightly. You've played roles so convincingly, you forgot they were masks. We all have. That's not a condemnation. It's an invitation to stop confusing innocence with unconsciousness. Think back to the friend who grew distant and you blamed them for it. But did you ever notice the way you demanded their emotional labor without asking? The partner who never felt safe enough. But did you ever wonder how your need for constant reassurance might have drowned them? The family member you swore was manipulative, yet did you project your unprocessed pain onto every silence they gave you? None of us are exempt, because the psyche is not a fixed place. It's a battlefield of identities, and sometimes the person we hurt the most is the one who offered us clarity when we were still married to our chaos. The moment you stop seeing yourself as the good one is the moment self-awareness begins. Not as shame, but as liberation. Because only when you admit to your own capacity for distortion can you stop living in reaction to it. This isn't about guilt. It's about integration. You are not here to be flawless. You are here to be whole. And wholeness begins when you recognize that you, too, have worn masks, cast shadows, and asked others to carry what you refused to see. Carl Jung didn't leave us in the dark. He didn't just name the shadow. He offered a path to hold it. Because healing isn't about becoming pure. It's about becoming whole. And wholeness is a brutal, beautiful reckoning. It means you stop exiling your rage, your envy, your need. You stop performing for acceptance and begin standing in the truth of what you are. Not a persona, but a paradox, capable of harm and healing, of projection and perception, of breaking and becoming. Integration is not a weekend retreat or a one-time revelation. It's a daily unmasking. You notice when you're wearing a smile that doesn't reach your soul. You pause when your mind rushes to blame. You question whether your empathy is true connection or quiet control. Jung called this holding the tension of opposites, the inner discipline of not collapsing into one narrative or another. You do not need to be the hero. You do not need to be the victim. You just need to be awake. When you begin to withdraw your projections, the world starts to shift. Not because people change, but because your relationship to them does. You stop trying to fix everyone because you no longer need to rescue yourself in them. You stop fearing silence because you are no longer running from the parts of you that live there. This is the work of sovereignty, not domination, but presence, not perfection, but participation. To see yourself clearly is not the end of suffering. It is the beginning of freedom. The greatest escape is not from others. It's from illusion. And the moment you name the pattern, the spell begins to unravel. The tension in your chest, the confusion in your mind. That wasn't just life happening to you. It was your unconscious reacting to someone else's. But now, you see it. You see how manipulation isn't always malicious, how masks can be worn with sincerity, how even love, when tangled with projection, can feel like captivity dressed as care. This isn't a call to war, it's a call to clarity, because the most radical act in a world full of unconscious reenactments is to pause, to reflect, to choose. You're not here to control others. You're here to reclaim yourself. The moment you stop needing others to behave a certain way to feel safe, you become unshakable. The moment you stop absorbing what is not yours, you become clear. And in that clarity, there is power. Not the kind that dominates, but the kind that no longer flinches. Refusal is not rage. It's recognition. You no longer play the role they wrote for you. You no longer respond to the bait. You no longer apologize for seeing clearly. And in that refusal, in that quiet, dignified stand, you don't just protect your peace. You invite others to find their own. This is the real rebellion. Not louder, not sharper, but cleaner. You are no longer reacting. You are remembering who you are, what you carry, and what you'll never carry again. And remember, the next video picks up where we left off here. Awakening builds upon each video. See you in the next one.